In this video, I'm gonna be making your favorite celebrity's favorite cocktail. I made Taylor Swift's favorite drink, Justin Timberlake, Jennifer Lawrence, and even Pamela Anderson's favorite cocktails, and many more. Oh, but Louis, don't you hate celebrities? No, I don't hate celebrities. I just don't think they should be involved in making tequila. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy Taylor Swift's music or Jennifer Lawrence's movies. So, which celebrity has the best taste in cocktails? Which ones are boring? Well, let's get right into it. First up is Angelina Jolie, and actually quite a lot of other celebs. Tequila is their favorite cocktail, so I like your style, sister. Let's party. Hell yeah. All right, so let's make everyone's favorite vanilla superstar's favorite drink, Taylor Swift. And hey, don't take this as like a criticism of her. I love Taylor Swift's music, but I know my wife might be upset that I'm calling her vanilla, but whatever. I'll deal with that when I get home. So Taylor Swift's a funny one. With my very limited research of putting things into Google, I found a couple of different places that one place says that she really loves drinking vodka Diet Cokes. And let's make that real quick. And then there is another cocktail or drink that she really likes to drink, but we'll make that one in a minute. Oh God. So we'll do 1.5 ounces of vodka here. I think vodka's lame. It's by design flavorless, colorless, and odorless, so it's kind of just bland. It's supposed to just give you the alcoholic feeling without tasting alcohol, but I think there's so many better alcohols out there. Fill this up with ice, and of course, Diet Coke. And then just for funsies, we're gonna do a little lime wedge and vodka Diet Coke. Yep, that's awful. Two things I absolutely hate. All right, hopefully with the next cocktail that we're gonna make, the other thing that I saw is that she likes to drink whiskey sours. I don't know if that's true, maybe it's false, but let's take the opportunity to make a nice classic whiskey sour. 2 ounces of a really good whiskey. I'm gonna use Old Grandad Bottled in Bond bourbon, which is a nice high proof bourbon. 2 ounces of that right into our shaker. We're gonna do 3/4 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice. We're gonna do 3/4 ounce of simple syrup. And I think that whiskey sours taste infinitely better with egg whites. So we're gonna grab an egg, and please don't be scared. If you follow the way I'm gonna show you how to make it, it's perfectly safe to drink and actually will make this cocktail incredibly creamy, velvety, and amazing in your mouth, which I know that you like. So we're gonna crack it open into our large tin just in case we mess up, and all we want is the egg white in there. We don't want the yolk. All right, and then we're gonna combine these two things together and lock it up and shake it up without any ice first. We're gonna do what is called a dry shake. We're gonna shake for about 30 seconds to a minute without any ice, and then we're gonna add ice and repeat the process. All right, let's pop that open, add some ice, and do this all over again. So we're gonna grab our low ball. We're gonna do 1 large cube, and then we're going to double strain our cocktail right in there. And then we're gonna wanna garnish with 1 slutty cherry, which is what I call Luxardo maraschino cherries. Though I don't call them that. I stole that from my friend Igor, and I think it's hilarious. So, slutty cherries. All right, and let's drink a whiskey sour. So absolutely incredible. If you've never had an egg white whiskey sour, you're missing out. And if you need Taylor Swift as an excuse to drink one, well, here it is. All right, next up, we're going to make the favorite cocktail of both Hulk Hogan and Jennifer Lawrence. Both very random celebs, but I think this is a fun one. Let's make a pina colada. So the way that I make mine is a little bit different than you'll find in most places, but we're going to do 1.5 ounces of fresh pineapple juice, 1 ounce of coconut milk. If you can make like a coconut syrup with like Coco Lopez or something like that, it does taste a little bit better, but I really like the coconut milk. It gives it that nice creamy, velvety texture that we're looking for. I like to do 1/2 ounce of lime juice just for that added acidity that I think it's necessary. I think you do need a little bit of sweetness. Since I didn't sweeten my coconut milk, we're gonna do 3/4 ounce of simple syrup. I like to do 1.5 ounces of a nice aged rum. We're gonna use Hamilton 86, which is a Demerara rum. And then just for a little bit of bite, I like to do 1/2 ounce of a 151 proof rum. It's a really high proof rum that's gonna give it a little bit of a kick. Grab our tulip glass. We're just gonna pour that right out. Oh, that's lovely. I like to garnish it with a pineapple frond, and if you have a pineapple wedge, go for it. I don't, so we're gonna roll with this. So what do we think of Jennifer Lawrence and Hulk Hogan's choice? Well, give it a sec. I've always said that pina coladas are one of the most underrated cocktails on the planet, especially when done right. I really like my recipe, and there's a bunch of other great recipes out there, but I think the pina colada is an incredible cocktail. According to this list that I found, the preferred cocktail of Jennifer Aniston is a margarita. And you know what, Jennifer, I think you're on to something. All right, let's make this real quick. The way I like to make my margaritas is we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of really great additive-free tequila. I use Cimarron at my bar and restaurant. The Cimarron Blanco comes in at about 20 bucks a liter. A whole lot of tequila for not that much money. You can do 1.5 ounces of this. 1/2 ounce of an orange liqueur. I like to use Cointreau. 1 ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. And this part, you can kind of do it one of two ways. Well, a lot of people like to use agave syrup, which is more natural with tequila because it comes from the same plant. The original recipe for margarita calls for simple syrup, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, but feel free to use agave if you would like. And that's kind of it. We're gonna add ice to our shaker, lock it up and shake it up. We're gonna grab our cactus glass, which it's a little gimmicky, but I like it. I think it's very fun. And then we're just gonna pour our margarita right in there. And last but not least, garnish with a little lime wheel. And there we have a classic margarita. So good. I love margaritas. I think they're the absolute perfect vehicle for tequila. The flavors just combine so well. And what am I talking about? I don't need to sell you on margaritas. Margaritas are the best, especially when they're made well. And next up is Benedict Cucumberbatch, also known as Doctor Strange, Sherlock, and he's done a lot of other things. But his favorite cocktail is the Aperol Spritz. So what we're gonna do is grab our superly oversized wine glass, and this one's super easy to build. We're gonna build it right in our glass. So the first thing we're gonna need is Aperol, obviously, Aperol Spritz. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of Aperol right in here. It's a very large glass, so I'm actually gonna do 3 ounces of Aperol, but you basically wanna do this equal parts of Aperol and our next ingredient, which is sparkling wine. So we're gonna do 3 ounces of sparkling wine. Right into our big wine glass. And then we're gonna fill this all the way up with ice. And then lastly, we're gonna top it off with some soda water. I'm using some Liquid Death, which I really like. And then last but not least, we're gonna garnish with a orange wedge. And there we have an Aperol Spritz. This might sound a little contradictory, but I think Aperol Spritzes are a little bit overrated. I had a lot of these in the summer at my wedding. They were great then. I enjoyed them, and I like the nice bitterness and nice refreshingness in the hot sun, but I think that they get so much hype, and I just think they're slightly overrated, but still enjoyable. And Doctor Strange, while it's just kind of like a basic girl cocktail, I think it's actually pretty good. I know I said it's a little overrated, but it's very refreshing. And next up is Pamela Anderson's favorite cocktail, the Mai Tai. Pamela Anderson, for a lot of men of a certain age, I will include myself in that category, holds a special place in our young, fertile brains. I'm just gonna leave it at that, and then let's make this cocktail. The Mai Tai is a cocktail that's been bastardized by every chain restaurant you've ever stepped foot into, and most likely you may not have never even had a real Mai Tai. So I'm gonna show you how to make a real Mai Tai right now. So first things first, 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice, 1/2 ounce of dry curacao. We're then going to do 1/2 ounce of orgeat, which is an almond syrup, which I have an entire video on my channel that you can watch on how to make it quick and easy. And I bet you it'll be much better than anything you can buy from the store. And then now we're going to do 1 ounce of an aged rum. I like to use Hamilton's 86. It's an aged Demerara rum. And then I personally think that Mai Tais always taste better with a little bit of Jamaican funk. So we're going to do 1 ounce of a Jamaican rum, Appleton Estate. Just going to add a couple of cubes to our shaker and lock it up and shake it up. And then once you basically stop hearing the clicking, we're gonna grab our glass, pour it out, and then we're going to fill it up with pebbled ice, 1 dehydrated lime wheel, and a couple of sprigs of mint. And there you have a real classic Mai Tai. Oh, that is so good. It'll blow your mind, and it'll change what you think about this cocktail. It's not overly sweet, it's perfectly tart, well balanced. And there's And honestly, Pamela Anderson probably has the best tasting cocktails so far. So, and now we have, the reason I actually even made this video is Justin Timberlake's favorite cocktail, the El Pepino. And you know we have to bring sexy back. I'm sorry, that was the world's worst joke. Please don't leave. At least watch the cocktail. I'm sorry. So what we're gonna need for this cocktail is we're gonna grab our cutting board and we're going to grab our cucumber. Nice, make sure you get a nice girthy cucumber. Just gotta grab the plastic condom bits off of your cucumber. I'm sorry, I'm a child. Now that we have that, we're gonna grab 3 slices of cucumbers and set them aside. And then we're gonna take our peeler and we're just going to try to get some nice cucumber bits off, cucumber skins off of it, but I don't like that one. And then we're gonna grab a glass that is room with some spicy salt, and we're going to take our cucumber skin and we're gonna try to lay it out beautifully inside the glass just for our garnish here. I'm gonna add some ice just so that it holds in place. Grab our shaker. And the first thing we're gonna do is 2 cucumber slices right into our tin. If you don't care about skincare, you can skip this part of putting it on your eyes, but I really do care about my skin. So we're gonna put that in there, and we're just gonna muddle this up, break up the cucumber. We're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice, do a 1/2 ounce of pineapple juice, a 1/2 ounce of Cointreau, 1/4 of an ounce of agave syrup, and then 1.5 ounces of a great Blanco tequila. I'm using Mi Genta's Blanco. And then we're gonna grab some ice, fill it up, and lock it up and shake it up. And we're just gonna double strain this right out. And that last little cucumber slice that we saved, we're gonna put that as a garnish as well. And there you have an El Pepino. Wow, out of all the cocktails that we made, I actually take back what I said. I think Justin Timberlake has the best tasting cocktails. He could have gone with like an easy, boring, simple cocktail, but this one is very fun. I think cucumber and tequila really combine super well together. I think the pineapple accentuates it very well. I love the spicy salt and just an overall incredible cocktail. No matter which celebrity is your favorite and which of these cocktails you end up trying to make, I hope that this video brought you some awesome ideas. But if you want to see me create and rank all of the classic cocktails out there, you can check out this video right over here next.